sun dips low behind the hill. The air is heavy, quiet still, but in the ring the crowd will roar for cowboys chasing 8 seconds more. Boots are worn, their leather cracked, 1,000 miles upon their back. The bulls are mean, the ropes are tight. It's man and beast beneath the lights. Spurs and dust, a rodeo's fight, a clash of courage in the night. Ride like thunder, risk the fall, for the love of the game that binds them all. Fences creak where broncos buck. Luck is fleeting when relying on luck. The scars we carry, the heart we show, mark every man at the rodeo. The scent of hay and sweat's perfume, the howl of wolves beneath the moon. A life that's rough, that takes its toll, but fills the cracks within your soul. Spurs and dust, a rodeo's fight, a clash of courage in the night. Ride like thunder, risk the fall, for the love of the game that binds them all. The sun sinks low behind the hills, dust rising where the dirt gets its chills. Boots and spurs, a cowboy's fight, rope in hand beneath the fading light. The crowd roars loud, the gates swing wide. 8 seconds feels like a lifetime ride. The bull beneath him wild as the wind, a battle sparked where grit begins. Hold on tight to a cowboy's dream. Life ain't easy, but it's worth the scheme. Ropes and leather, hard-earned scars, chasing freedom neath the prairie stars. The smell of hay, the barns, the grit, the tales of steadfast heart and cowboy pride. Hold on tight to a cowboy's dream. Life ain't easy, but it's worth the scheme. Ropes and leather, hard-earned scars, chasing freedom deep the prairie stars. Hold on tight to a cowboy's dream. Life ain't easy, but it's worth the scheme. Ropes and leather, hard-earned scars, chasing freedom beneath the prairie stars. Ties his rope, pulls it tight and round. Boot heels on the dirt, making not a sound. With a hat full of sweat and a heart so wild, chasing glory like a runaway child. Crowd leans in as the gate swings wide. Bolts kick high under the open sky. 8 seconds feel like an endless ride, but he holds on where the brave reside. Dusty sun, chasing dreams, he's the reckless one. Bruised and battered, but he won't let go. But living his life at the rodeo. The whistle blows and he lets go free. Falling hard, but he'll rise, you'll see. For every fall, there's a lesson learned, and every scar is a badge he's earned. There's 1,000 reasons to walk away, but the dust and the leather, they beg him to stay. The thrum of the crowd, the life he chose. This cowboy heart only knows to oppose. The nighttime falls and the lights burn low. The riders swap tales of wounds they show. But tomorrow's another chance to fight under that western starry night. The dust kicks up as the bronco swings, faded boots tied with old leather strings. The crowd cries out with a mighty roar, but his heart stays calm like it always before. Hold on sparkle shines beneath the pale moon. An old rodeo tune hums a bittersweet tune. Lasso and dreams tied up in knots. Each 8-second fight, he gives all he's got. Hold on tight, this ain't his first show. Riding through life like a lone shadow, a broken heart and a dusty pride. This one's for the cowboy's last ride. Fence line calls when the crowd dies down. He's headed to a place past this small town. The wind whispers secrets of the open plains, where a man can feel free from his aches and chains. Morning breaks on the prairie wide, but the cowboy rides where legends abide. The stallion rears and he lets out a yell, a quiet goodbye no one could ever tell. Morning breaks on the prairie wide, but the cowboy rides where legends abide. The stallion rears and he lets out a yell, a quiet goodbye no one could ever tell. The sun sets red behind the hills, dusty boots and the evening stills. Steering the pen, rope in my hand, dreams in my heart as I ride this land. Mama prayed I'd walk a safer trail, but my soul belongs to leather and rails. The rodeo life, it calls my name. Every 8 seconds, chasing fame. Ride, cowboy, ride, hold on tight, under the stars in the cool moonlight, out in the ring where the wild ones roam. Every ride feels like coming home. The scars I wear tell the tale of time. Each buckle one is a mountain I climbed. Sweat and tears, the dread drown my fears. In the roar of the crowd, the truth appears. And when it's all too quiet, I hear the call, the snort of the bull beyond the stall. stars in the cool moonlight. Out in the rain where the wild ones roam. Every ride feels like coming
Dust kicks up beneath my boots, the scent of leather, sweat and roots. Underneath the fading glow, it's my last ride at the rodeo. Hold on tight, it's a reckless fight. Under stars as sharp as the saddles bite, the crowd won't know how far I'll go. This heart beats for the rodeo. The bullseyes glare like burning coal, a test of will, a man's whole soul. With my hat pulled low, I'll take it slow and face the storm at the rodeo. Every loop and every fall, the cheers so loud they shake the walls. But when all is done and the lights hang low, I'll ride that dream wherever I go. Hold on tight, it's a reckless fight. Under stars as sharp as the saddles bite, the crowd won't know how far I'll go. This heart beats for the rodeo. The world outside's a quieter place, but I still hear the roaring grace. The echoes linger, the fire won't go. Forever bound to the rodeo. Hold on tight, it's a reckless fight. Under stars as sharp as the saddles bite, the crowd won't know how far I'll go. This heart beats for the rodeo. Dust kicks up as the gates slide wide, a bronc waits restless, a grip and ride. The crowd's roar rises, my heart beats calm. On this dirt stage I'll give it my all. Leather reins burning my weathered palms, the rodeo's hymn, a wild beast song. 8 seconds feels like an endless fight. Under the big sky stars in the western night. spurs on the sawdust floor, legends etched in tales of lore. Each buckle one paints a story deep of cowboys chasing dreams too wild to keep. The smell of rain on the hungry plains, a life on the move, love flows through veins. It ain't a place, no town, no thing. The rodeo's where my heart takes wing. Hold tight, don't let go. Ain't no quiet in your soul. Out here it's blood, sweat, and the untamed roll. You'll break or you'll tame in this arena so mean. In the legend and dust of the rodeo scene. And spurs on the sawdust floor, legends etched in tales of lore. Each buckle one paints a story deep of cowboys chasing dreams too wild to keep. Dust clouds are rising, the sun's sinking low. Riders tape their hands, getting ready to go. Boots worn down, spurs gleaming bright. The rodeo calls under the big arena light. The leather straps tighten, the bull breathes steam. The chute gate creaks, living the dream. He tips his hat to the roaring crowd. 8 seconds to make your daddy proud. Hold on tight, don't let it go. The heart of the brave beats at the rodeo. Riding the thunder, taming the storm. Where legends rise and cowboys are born. The dust settles when the ride is done. A tumble, a triumph under the setting sun. Each scar and bruise is a cowboy brand, a story of grit written in the sand. The smell of leather and the roar of the stands takes me back to my small town lands, where dreams rode high and the stakes were steep. And I gave it my all for memories to keep. And the roar of the stands takes me back to my small town lands, where dreams rode high and the stakes were steep. And I gave it my all for memories to keep. dust kicks up beneath his heels. A restless heart that never heals. The crowd roars loud, the lights burn bright. Another round under the Friday night. His old leather boots are worn and cracked. The scent of hay and dreams exact. Breath huffs, the seconds freeze. The rodeo's rhythm brings him to his knees. Back at the rodeo, where the wild winds blow, the only life he's ever known. Tales untold of broken bones and hearts grown cold. But a cowboy's soul, it never strays. In arenas wide or endless prairies, the sun sets down behind the corral. He walks alone, no time to dwell. Tomorrow's ride could seal his fate, but tonight he'll hold on to the open gate. Back at the rodeo, where the wild winds blow, the only life he's ever known. Hold tight, let go, the highs and the lows. He rides the storm back at the rodeo. Dust is rising, boots are tight. The rodeo's alive tonight. Hats pulled low, the crowd's ablaze, waiting for the cowboy craze. 8 seconds feels like a mile, with grit and grace and a crooked smile. Leather's creaking, the rope held tight, under neon stars and western light. Ride that bull, don't let it win. Feel the thunder roll within. Hold on strong, don't let go. This is life at the rodeo. beat fast. Every ride could be the last. Scarred old hands and calloused pride, but they live for the sway and ride. The clown dives in, the rider's thrown. Out here danger feels like home. With every bruise and aching bone, this dust-filled range where they're known. Whiskey waits when the night is through, and stories spin where the fire's blue. A cowboy's dream can take its toll, but the rodeo owns his soul. Ride that bull, don't let it win. Feel the thunder roll within. Hold on strong, don't let go. This is life at the rodeo. Ride that bull, don't let it win. Feel the thunder roll within. Hold on strong, don't let go. This is life at the rodeo. Whiskey waits when the night is through. Dust on my boots, worn out and torn, waiting my turn since the break of dawn. The arena lights burn like a Tennessee moon. The crowd roars loud, but I'll face it soon. Hold on tight, let the wild ride start. 8 seconds feel like a pull on the heart. Rope in one hand, gritting my spine. Living this life, chasing dreams one ride at a time. Mama's old Bible tucked in the truck seat. Her prayers ride with me, I feel them in my feet. The wind and dust are my closest friends, but it's all for glory when the whistle is in the game every cowboy must face. The scars on my skin, they tell the tale of how I learned to stand even when I fail. Hold on tight, let the wild ride start. 8 seconds feel like a pull on the heart. Rope in one hand, grit my spine. Living this life, chasing dreams one ride at a time. Living this life, chasing dreams one ride at a time. Dusty boots and a rope in hand, the roar of the crowd, I can barely stand. In the chute, a restless beast awaits. 8 seconds to ride and tempt my fate. The sun sets low on this old cowboy town. The smell of leather, the echoes of sound. I chase the glory with each rough ride. Every bronc I tame feels like my pride. Hold on tight, let the wild winds blow. Life's a gamble at the rodeo. Every bruise and scar carries a dream. Chasing sunsets, riding the stream. Mama prayed when I left that farm, said, be careful, son, don't come to harm. But this life's the only one I know, strapped to chaos, chasing the show. Each buckle one tells a story of pain, sweat and tears mixed with the rain. But I'd do it all again, no regret. I ain't found a sunset I've captured yet. Hold on tight, let the wild winds blow. Life's a gamble at the rodeo. Every bruise and scar carries a dream. Chasing sunsets, riding the stream. Hold on tight, let the wild winds blow. Life's a gamble at the rodeo. Every bruise and scar carries a dream. Chasing sunsets, riding the stream. Dust settles soft on a lonesome arena floor. Boots worn thin, walking through the chute door. A rope in my hand and a prayer on my mind. Chasing 8 seconds, leaving fears behind. catch the light of a setting sun. The crowd leans in as the show's begun. The bull breathes heavy, wild as the night. It's man versus beast under rodeo lights. Rodeo lights and a cowboy's name. Every fall brings a shot at fame. Leather and grit, it's a rugged fight, living for that glow of the rodeo lights. Three little kids cheering up in the stands. Mama holds tight to a nervous hand. They say, Daddy, ride hard and hold on tight. It ain't just a bull, it's life you ride tonight. The pain and glory, they're one and the same. For every ride won, there's a price of pain. But a cowboy's heart won't fade with the years. It's a life lived bold despite the tears. Rodeo lights and a cowboy's name. Every fall brings a shot at fame. Leather and grit, it's a rugged fight, living for that glow of the rodeo lights.
The arena lights are burning. The crowd begins to roar. Boots are on the sawdust, just like so many times before. Clutching tight to leather, the gate swings open wide. Tonight he'll face the lightning and try to tame the ride. The bull's a snorting demon with fury in its eyes. 8 seconds feels eternal under western skies. His hat flies off to glory, dirt and grit collide, but he holds on like a legend, with his heart filled up with pride. Dust and spurs, dreams on fire, chasing freedom, chasing desire. The West ain't tame, it's wild and free. A rodeo life's where he longs to be. He's got scars on his knuckles, a shadow on his soul. Every ride's a gamble, it could take its toll. But there's something in the thunder and the thrill of every turn that keeps him climbing back with a passion that burns. Back home there's a woman waiting with a quiet prayer to send. She knows he loves the danger, but her heart just wants to mend. The road is long and lonesome, stakes are high, she knows. But tonight she watches proudly as he dances with the rodeo. Dust and spurs, dreams on fire, chasing freedom, chasing desire. The West ain't tame, it's wild and free. A rodeo life's where he longs to be.
Dust clouds rise where the broncs kick high. Spurs flash under a blood-red sky. The crowd roars loud, a wild heart's pledge. One hand holds tight to the rope's rough edge. Boots in the dirt, his hat pulled low. Eyes locked steady, he's ready to go. The gate swings wide, the battle begins. Man versus beast to see who wins. 8-second dreams on a bucket ride, holding on strong to the storm inside. Heroes are made where the wild wind blows in the dust and roar of the rodeo. Mama prays hard when the whistle screams. Daddy's boots walk through his son's dreams. The scars on his hands tell a life lived free, wrapped in the spirit of the West legacy. The smell of leather and broken soil, lives built on grit, on sweat and toil. He tips his hat to the life he chose, living and dying by the rodeo's pros. 8-second dreams on a bucket ride, holding on strong to the storm inside. Heroes are made where the wild wind blows in the dust and roar of the rodeo. The smell of leather and broken soil, lives built on grit, on sweat and toil. He tips his hat to the life he chose, living and dying by the rodeo's pros. 8-second dreams on a bucket ride, holding on strong to the storm inside. Heroes are made where the wild wind blows in the dust and roar of the rodeo. Rodeo, rodeo. Boots in the dirt, the sun sinking low. Dust in the air as the warm winds blow. Leather and rope, it's all that he knows. Holding on tight in the rodeo shows. Daddy said, son, this life's a gamble. The bulls are fierce and the road's a ramble. Scars on his hands, stories they tell. Rodeo's heaven, but it feels like hell. Rodeo nights under the stars, chasing a dream, bearing the scars, heart in the ring. He'll give it his all, even if someday the ride makes him fall. She waits at home, the porch light aglow, praying this time he don't let go. She knows his stubborn heart won't yield. It's him and the bull alone in the field. The crowd erupts as he takes his chance. The bulls buck wild, but he holds his stance. 8 seconds long, a lifetime ride, with dust on his boots and pride in his stride. Rodeo nights under the stars, chasing a dream, bearing the scars, heart in the ring. He'll give it his all, even if someday the ride makes him fall. Takes his chance. The bulls buck wild, but he holds his stance. 8 seconds long, a lifetime ride, with dust on his boots and pride in his stride. Boots kick up the desert ground. Underneath the setting sun's crown, the bull rings loud with a fierce wild fight. A cowboy's dream in the fading light. The rope goes tight, the bronco bucks. The heart beats fast with the gambler's luck. His hat flies off, but he holds on still, 'cause taming the wild's a cowboy's will. Rodeo dust and a lonesome moon. The crowd's cheers fade, but the scars stay true. Each ride's a chapter, each fall's a verse. In this cowboy life, it's both a blessing and a curse. Mornings come with the crack of dawn. The horse gets saddled and he rides on, with a flask of coffee and a patched up heart. Where the rodeo tears him apart. But the fire in his soul won't die, even when the dirt clouds the open sky. A fleeting minute on a throne of rage feels like a lifetime
on a gilded stage. Rodeo dust and a lonesome moon. The crowd's cheers fade, but the scars stay true. Each ride's a chapter, each fall's a verse. In this cowboy life that's both a blessing and a curse. Mornings come with the crack of dawn. The horse gets saddled and he rides on, with a flask of coffee and a patched up heart. He goes where the rodeo tears him apart, but the fire in his soul won't die. Even when the dirt clouds the open sky. A fleeting minute on the throne of rage feels like a lifetime on a gilded stage. Rodeo dust and a lonesome moon. The crowd's cheers fade, but the scars stay true. Each ride
dusty boots and a leather grip. My heart's racing as the lights start to dip. Rope in hand and a prayer on my tongue. Hold tight, cowboy, the night's just begun. The bull's breath rises in the evening air. His eyes are wild, got a dangerous stare. 8 seconds feels like a lifetime here. One hand to hold, one to fight the fear. Right in the ring ain't for the faint. Each buckle's a dream, each scar a saint. The crowd's cheering loud as the dust it flies. Rodeo stars born under western skies. Mama watches with a tear in her eye. Her little boy chasing stars in the sky. Daddy taught me to never back down. Now his lessons echo around this old town. Busted ribs, I wear 'em with pride. They tell the tale of the rides I've tried. Score's a chapter of a life lived bold. Stories of grit in the dirt and cold. Right in the ring ain't for the faint. Each buckle's a dream, each scar a saint. The crowd's cheering loud as the dust it flies. Rodeo stars born under western skies. Busted ribs, I wear 'em with pride. They tell the tale of the rides I've tried. Each score's a chapter of a life lived bold. Stories of grit in the dirt.